We'll check out Taste of Irving 2017.
We'll celebrate the 10th annual Dragon Boat, Kite, and Lantern Festival.
And we'll take you behind the scenes to meet some of the racers.
All this and more coming up About Town.
Hello everyone and welcome to About Town. I'm Susan Kamyab.
And I'm Kathy Whiteman. Thrilled to have Susan back with us again. You held down the fort while I was gone. 2 huge events in one weekend.
I know, yeah, we had Taste of Irving and Dragon Boat, both great events. Taste of Irving had some really great food, new vendors, and then Dragon Boat. I just really enjoyed covering the races this year because that is just such a beautiful spot.
It is, and all those gorgeous boats out there and people really working hard to win. They really wanted to win.
Yes,
It was
yeah.
a lot of fun. A lot of fun, and we'll be showing folks later in the show. So we're glad that you could join us too for details on how you can help Irving kids at the Irving Kids Charity Classic.
We'll also have the scoop on main stage Irving Las Cleanas's new fundraiser, and we'll talk with Linda Leonard, star of Anne, the Ann Richards play.
As always, we invite you to email us to let us know about stories you'd like to see and events you'd like to promote.
So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. Or you can still email us at ictn@cityofirving.org.
What's harder to resist than great food? What about sampling all the great food Irving has to offer all in one place? That's what the Taste of Irving is all about. Susan was there for the 4th annual event, and she brings us the story.
Savory bites and tasty sweets. These are just a few of the foods being served at the 4th annual Taste of Irving.
There's a wide variety of food out here. We've got anything from Mediterranean, barbecue, some Chinese food. We have some food trucks that do different things, from gourmet donuts, that's a first for us, a lot of other baked goods, frozen treats. Really, there's something for every type of taste. This is an opportunity to get a taste of a lot of different restaurants. Everything is $5 or less. So with a $20 bill, you can sample at least 4 different places and maybe find a new favorite place.
The event brought out the usual vendors and some new restaurants.
We're serving a couple of our box lunches, some of our special sandwiches. We're doing an Italian melt, which everything is grilled and melted with a lot of melted cheese. We're doing a brisket melt, and then we're doing also a couple of our what we call cravers, and they're like our appetizers.
Those looking for a special dessert could enjoy traditional Spanish churros.
We're serving the traditional looped ones, a Bavarian cream filled one, a Bavarian chocolate cream filled one, and also a chocolate dipped one. It's really a simple process. We use boiled water and flour, and then we put it in our extruder, which we imported from Spain. It's from Spain, and it has different attachments for different types of churros.
And if you headed on over to the culinary stage, presented by the Art Institute of Dallas, you could try some complimentary food.
They've sent several of their chef instructors and students over, and throughout the day they're doing demonstrations of a variety of different really tasty sounding menu items. And at the end of every demonstration, they actually hand out free samples to the first 50 people. So not only do you come and buy inexpensive food, but you could get to taste some chef-made free food.
The Taste of Irving has more to offer than just food.
So there's a lot of things going on out here. We have craft vendors that sell handmade items. We have a music stage that has a really great selection this year. It's all cultural music. And then there's the fun zone for the kids.
The Taste of Irving continues to be a fun and affordable event the whole family can enjoy. For About Town, this is Susan Kamyab.
Up next for Irving events, the 4th of July parade and festivities. We'll bring you details on the next show. But for sponsorship opportunities and parade entry information, visit the website irvingevents.org.
The heart of the cultural celebration at the annual Dragon Boat, Kite, and Lantern Festival is what's happening on the water. Lake Carolyn fills up with dragon boats and racers excited to compete. We met some of them as they got ready for the day's events.
And they're off, as the racing for the 10th annual Dragon Boat, Kite, and Lantern Festival has taken full swing.
We have about 44 teams competing today, mostly corporate and community teams and a few competitive teams, and a great cultural festival with lots of activities for the entire family and great food and just anything for everyone.
Though there's a lot to do at the festival, the Dragon Boat races are always a crowd-pulling attraction.
It's great racing out there. It's nice fresh water, so versus salt water that some of us from SoCal are used to. So that part's really nice, and it's just a great environment. You're surrounded by lots of other teams that are very supportive. All of us are literally in the same boats out here with a little bit of practice and just trying to do our best as a team.
People come from as far as China to compete in these races. So it's no surprise that some teams are very competitive.
We have been competing in the past 5 years. Last year, City won second place for the premium men's team and third place for the mixed team. So this year we have a record to keep up with. Hopefully, we will excel and do well.
But there is a key to doing well.
It's all about timing. So if you watch any of the boats, even if the stroke is really slow, if the timing is together, you'll see that boat moving really well, versus some of them you'll see really fast, but the strokes are all over the place and they don't move so well. So it's all about the timing.
The festival also provides a training class a day before the event to help better prepare the racers.
We learned about the safety rules and also the commands to paddle a dragon boat.
But participating in this event is about more than just trying to win.
It's a lot of fun to be as a team working together.
I think the best part about this festival is just being welcomed into the community. Again, most of us are all transplants from Southern California within the past year or so. So we're really happy to be here and welcomed by everyone.
The races at the Dragon Boat, Kite, and Lantern Festival brought together a diverse group of teams, making this community even stronger as a whole. And a huge congratulations goes out to all the winners of the Dragon Boat races. For About Town, this is Susan Kamyab.
To learn how you can get involved in next summer's races, visit dfwdragonboatfestival.com.
Mainstage Irving Las Colinas is always ready for fun.
And this time it's Fundraiser in the sun. Tom Ortiz joins us with the details.
Great to see you, Tom.
Thank you, Kathy. It's great to be here.
So, Fun in the Sun, give us an idea of what is this fundraiser all about?
Well, obviously we're raising money to help support the theater, and it's going to be out at the Texas Musicians Museum, and we're going to have some splash pools. We're going to have just all kinds of great things that are happening there, and it's based on a Hawaiian type theme, so everybody gets to dress down, not dress up. Have a great time.
I know folks will really enjoy
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And I know BJ Cleveland, he's always such a crowd favorite, but how's he involved in this event?
Well, he's going to be our MC for the evening, which means that he'll basically be keeping us on a schedule, agenda, or whatever we're doing, and he'll be going around and getting people to get up out of their chairs and have a good time, do some yard games and stuff like that. So
you guys have done some fun stuff with this. I mean, the splash pools and the Hawaiian theme, and a chance to actually see the museum as well. Can you talk about that?
Yep, we're going to be having our silent auction, which is part of the fundraising, and it's going to be actually in the museum itself, so you can get the free wandering about of the museum itself while you're in there looking at the silent auction items, which is an added plus for this. And then we'll have a live band out on the stage, and we'll have the splash pools like you mentioned, so people can kick their flip-flops off and splash around. So a lot of fun.
I just love that idea because you want people to come and have a good time. And that venue, really, that courtyard there at the Texas Musicians Museum is beautiful and great for an outdoor event.
Yeah, absolutely. And I didn't mention that we will have a full buffet, and then there will be a bar as well. So it'll be a full night of fun.
All right, so included in the ticket price is a tour of the museum along with the silent auction. What is that ticket price?
The ticket price is $75 per person, and of course it is a fundraiser, so that's what we're trying to do.
And you're helping to fund great programming, great plays, great productions there at Mainstage Irving Las Colinas. So
absolutely.
It's a good thing. How do we get tickets?
You can go online to our website, irvingtheater.org, and there's phone numbers and a link to go to where you can sign up.
All right, so if you want to talk to a human being, you can get a phone number. If you'd rather buy your tickets online, you can do that.
Exactly.
This is the perfect thing.
Exactly.
So go to the website, Irving Theater, that's within RE.org, to get your tickets, or there's phone numbers there if you want to talk to a human being. And the event is on Saturday, June 10th, starts at 6 p.m. at the Texas Musicians Museum. I'm going to be there. Looking forward to seeing you. Dead Men Tell No Tales is the next installment of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Cynthia Flores has a review of the movie Johnny Depp really hopes will be a box office smash.
It's summer, and that means it's time for some movies that are big, bombastic, funny, and usually part of a long-running franchise. So let's look at the latest film in the Pirates of the Caribbean series. Number 5 is called Dead Men Tell No Tales. It stars Xavier Bardem, Jeffrey Rush, Brenton Thwaites, Kaya Scaladerio, with appearances by Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley. Of course, I would be remiss if I did not mention the centerpiece of this whole party, and that would be the one and only Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow.
Pirates had infected polluted the seas for generations. So I vowed to eliminate them all. And then there was this boy, Jack Sparrow.
There have been many stories told about Captain Jack Sparrow, always at the center of all the trouble. This time, he's needed to find the legendary Trident of Poseidon, a powerful artifact that bestows upon its possessor total control over the seas and any curses placed on the ocean. The grown son of Will Turner and Elizabeth Swan is on a quest to find it and free his father from the curse of serving on the doomed ship, the Flying Dutchman.
Follow him in! He took everything from me and filled me with rage.
The evil stalking the captain and his crew this time is his old nemesis, the terrifying Captain Salazar, played as walking evil by the always scary Javier Bardem. He won an Oscar for being the scariest psychopathic killer ever in No Country for Old Men. And in this film, he looks right at home as a marauding ghost that can only live on water as he continues his quest to kill all pirates.
The dead have taken command of the sea. They're searching for Pearl, a girl, and a sparrow.
I have heard stories of a mighty Spanish captain whose son had been killed. Thousands of men.
No, men, no. Pirates. Pirates.
Captain Hector Barbosa is grandly brought back to the story by Geoffrey Rush. We find out there's truly a loving heart hidden in this old pirate. Also, new to the quest is Karina Smith, who's an orphan with a great mind that's determined to follow the star maps left to her by her unknown father in a leather-bound book that holds notes and directions on how to read the map no man can read to find the Trident of Poseidon.
I once knew a Spaniard named something in Spanish.
He's coming for you, Jack.
Where's your ship? Your crew? Your pants?
Jack! I'm so sorry, were you still talking?
There's nowhere to hide. Find Sparrow for me.
From this moment on, we are to be allies.
Considering where your left hand is, I'd say we're more than that.
Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales is rated PG-13 and is out everywhere right now. It won't win any awards or cause deep discussions about it after it's through. It will, however, give you a reason to step out of the heat, slip into a dark, cool theater with popcorn in hand, and enjoy a fun summer film with your old friend, Captain Jack Sparrow, the pirate we would most like to hang out with. And keep an eye out and see if you can name the famous musical icon that does a cameo as his Uncle Jack.
Oh, monkey.
I'm not looking for trouble.
What a horrible way to live.
You will pay for what you did to me.
Ship are looking for Jack, so I'm going to swim for it.
Karina, stop that.
No, don't stop that.
This has gone far enough.
No, it has not.
I saw her ankles.
You'd have seen a lot more if you kept your cake hole shut.
Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales is currently playing at the AMC Irving Mall and Regal MacArthur Marketplace.
We may have said farewell to the Byron Nelson this year, but there's another hot ticket golf tournament coming up fast.
David Pfaff and Crystal Scanio bring us the details on the Irving Kids Charity Classic. Great to see you guys.
Thank you so much.
So I remember this golf tournament under another name, and you guys have been doing this for a while. Tell us about the name change.
Right, it's always been the Irving Kids Charity Golf Tournament.
Okay.
Brandel Chambly has been such a gracious host for the last 4 years. We are right in the middle of heavy PGA golf season right now. And Brandel got married, has a lot of stuff going on, so he couldn't join us this year. So we're looking at different ways to bring in other celebrities, but Brandel's been so gracious. This year, we'll push us almost to the $1 million mark of tournament money raised all for Irving Kids charities.
Oh, that's incredible. And there are some wonderful charities.
Yeah. Crystal, can you tell us about the charities that are supported by this fundraiser?
Sure, we have 5 wonderful charities. All of us have one thing in common, and that is we all support children. So we have the Irving Healthcare Foundation. They focus on diabetes and our prevention of diabetes and youth obesity. We have the YMCA, who also works on that same topic. The Rotary Club, which helps with backpacks and school supplies and scholarships. We have the Irving Schools Foundation, of course, which helps with education and scholarships. And their last one is La Buena Vida Youth Leadership Organization, and they work with our homeless youth in Irving.
That's great.
Yeah, it really is. So I would say the big feature is the golf tournament itself, and I need to ask you about that, but there's a great kickoff party, so we'll hold on that for a second. There's usually not ever tickets left for this tournament, but this year there might be a way to get in.
Yes, we have a few spots left for the golf on June 9th, 1 o'clock shotgun on TPC at Four Seasons, right where the Byron Nelson was. The course is in phenomenal shape. And if you haven't played the Byron Nelson course before, it's a once-in-a-lifetime type of golf course.
This is the thing you need to do. So individuals, teams, how's it set up?
We like to have teams because you get to play with three of your friends and do a scramble. But we will take individual tickets as well. We have a lot of fill-ins the last minute. People can't show up, so it's always a fun time.
And the fun kicks off at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock with lunch and light hors d'oeuvres afterwards.
Okay. You guys know how to do things. Let me just tell you.
Yeah, and speaking of the kickoff party, can you tell us more about that?
Sure, it's definitely a party for a purpose. We have about 600 of your closest friends in Irving come to this party, and we'll have everything from a live auction where we have some wonderful trips, trip to France, trip to Napa, wonderful things that you want to bid on. We'll have a silent auction, we'll have a raffle, and of course it's open bar and open food from 6 to 9. So it's a phenomenal deal, and right now we have a special deal. Normally it's $75 a ticket, but for this weekend only through Memorial Day, we'll be selling 2 for $100.
Wow.
Yeah.
So buy them now.
All you can drink, all you can eat.
Yeah.
Well,
and a fun time. On a Thursday night too.
Fun time with a bunch of great people. So for a really, really important set of charities in our community that make such a difference.
Yeah. Exactly.
So folks, if you want to make sure that you are at this party and get your place on the golf course, all you need to do is call the Irving Schools Foundation for additional information and tickets. The number is 972-600-5018. And tell us the website again, Crystal.
IrvingKidsCharity.org.
All righty, IrvingKidsCharity.org. Check it out, folks, and make sure you get those tickets. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Angela Lang was also on location at the Dragon Boat, Kite, and Lantern Festival. She brings us some highlights from the 10th anniversary celebration.
It's not unusual to see a game of hacky sack in the middle of the DFW Dragon Boat, Kite, and Lantern Festival. Charlie hasn't played since he was a young boy in China, but it didn't take long for him to remember some tricks.
It's like a badminton or tennis. So, and you can jump, just enjoy the weather and play with your friends or family. It's a kind of family building, team building game.
It is one of the dozens of activities keeping attendees busy at this free annual event at Lake Carolyn.
This is actually our 10th year, so this is a great year for us, and our event has been growing over a period of time, which we normally have about 20,000 attendees. And what we want everybody to do is we want to bring everyone together. So people, it's a showcase of Asian culture, but we want them to understand about the different cultures as well.
From the main stage featuring performers of all ages and 15 different countries, to spontaneous performances from attendees.
It was really awesome, and I'm really happy to play like this, the drum over here.
Displays of Asian culture are everywhere at this event.
It's people's names written in Korean, so people like to see what their name might look like written in Korean. It's usually a cool thing for people of non-Korean heritage.
Self-made lanterns, hand-painted fans, and simple Chinese greetings were also among the souvenirs for young attendees.
We're using these puppets to teach little kids that walk around to say like some basic Chinese phrases.
While the Dragon Boat races themselves are no doubt a huge draw, this event would not be complete without the food, fun, and festivities that happen on dry land. For About Town, I'm Angela Lang.
To learn more, visit dfwdragonboatfestival.com.
The story of Texas Governor Ann Richards comes to the Dupree Theater on June 9th.
Metroplex favorite Linda Leonard is here to tell us all about the production.
Well, let me just say that I'm thrilled to see you. I think the last time you were on About Town, you were actually hosting with me at the Irving Arts Center.
That's right, we co-hosted over there, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Lots of fun.
That's
but
right.
Now you get a chance to step again into the shoes of Ann Richards, because you've actually done this before at Stage West.
Yeah, Stage West, we did the production last fall. We closed 2 days before the election. Sometimes my audiences were like church. They all answered me at the same time. And sometimes it was like a political rally where they just popped out. And it was an amazing experience. Holland Taylor, who was the author of Ann Richards and performed the role for 2.5 years, almost 3. She was actually nominated for a Tony when she did the show at Lincoln Center.
Wow.
Released it after she did it at the Zach Scott in Austin. And Dana had gone down to see it. Dana Schultes, who's the artistic director at Stage West and also the director for this production, went to see her, spent 3 hours in her dressing room with her, and convinced her to let her do the show first.
Wow.
So I was, I think, the second actor to do it. So Holland Taylor was very instrumental in our working on the show. We did a photo call, and she emailed me, and she said the hair's great, the dress was great, the shoes were all wrong. Ann was 5'1" with her hair, and she sent me a picture of the shoes that Ann wore her first day as governor, and she said, this is what you have to get. So that's what I got.
Yeah.
There was no question about that, but Holland was very helpful with us during the rehearsal process and all of, in terms of giving us all the information that we needed, all the backstory on her. And this story of Ann Richards, yes, it involves politics, but it's about the woman. It's about what an amazing, strong person she was. It's about how she was honest in her life and in her career, and how her focus was always on other people.
Yeah, that's extraordinary.
Yeah, well, I mean, you kind of touched on it a little bit. What all can you tell us about the play?
Well, it starts out at a commencement speech at a college graduation, and then from there it moves into the governor's office. So you'll spend a day with me in the office and become acquainted or reacquainted with some of my old friends and foes that I deal with on a daily basis. And then we move back out of the office, and then we also go to the time after I wasn't reelected for my second term, and then I moved to New York. So it's a wonderful landscape of her life. I talk about all of my upbringing. I talk about my parents' influence. I talk about falling into the job as county commissioner and then getting elected governor. Talk about my situation with my children, my husband. You know, Cecile, her daughter, is still a big proponent. I think she might be, I know she's with Planned Parenthood. She might be the head of that organization now. And so it, like I said, it does involve politics, but it's really about what an amazing woman Ann Richards was.
Yeah. Well, and what a great opportunity for folks to see you in the role, which I'm dying to see it. That's coming up. Stage West is producing and hopefully touring. We'll have our fingers crossed. Show opens on June 9th, and if you call 972-252-ARTS, you can get your tickets, and you will want to get these tickets now, folks, because this show's amazing. Dupree Theater starting June 9th, and I think that show runs through July 8th.
Through July 8th, yes,
All right, fantastic. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Resonance in Memory is a group exhibition that explores the natural world through photography, paintings, and sculptures. You can catch the exhibit through July 9th in the Dupree lobby. Here's a look and a list of other ways to enjoy the great outdoors and indoors about town.
And here are a few more fun events happening about town. Irving Cares Restaurant Week continues through June 4th. You can make dining out count at 11 Irving eateries. See the list of participating restaurants at irvingcares.org. Enjoy a great meal and help a great local charity at the same time.
Lyric Stage presents Pure Country, June 9th through June 18th in Carpenter Performance Hall. Thursday and Friday night performances start at 8 p.m. and Sunday matinee at 2:30.
Get the whole family into creative mode at the second Sunday Fun Day at the Irving Arts Center. The theme is Flower Power, and the fun kicks off at 1 p.m. on Sunday, June 11th.
Friday Night Library is all about a beach party on Friday, June 16th at South Irving Library. The fun starts at 7 p.m. Visit cityofirving.org/library for more details. For tickets to Irving Arts Center events, call 972-252-ARTS. And that wraps up this edition of About Town. Thanks for joining us.
Please be sure to tune in next time when we'll have a wrap-up of all the fun from this year's Celebrating Irving events.
We'll also have highlights from the Shelton Cemetery Cleanup Volunteer event.
We'll leave you tonight with the Big Brass Band, continuing the Irving Concert Series celebrating the music of New Orleans. For About Town, I'm Kathy Whiteman.
And I'm Susan Comab. Have a great evening.